What is going on, everybody? Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, grab some snacks because it's a prize wall video. The Sleigh, Bell, Slam, Prize Wall Eval is here. And yes, typically you will have about 24 hours from, well, not even 24 hours, a little bit under 24 hours from when I record this video and when it goes live to make your prize wall decisions. That is always because I like to try and show what it is that I'm going to get from the prize wall. That being said, I went way overboard this weekend. I did too many megas. I bought too much prize wall. And that was because there was a lot of stuff on this prize wall for my particular liking that I wanted to walk away from. So in my pulls on the weekend, I managed to actually pull JD McDonough at 6-star silver maybe about an hour or two before the event ended. So there really wasn't all that much time to do anything. I couldn't do a showdown match with him or grind any showdown with him because that was already done by then. I could do the tours, so I got a little bit of bonus there, but there really wasn't that much to it. And I did get to max the contest because of that, but it means that I really have no need to get him at 6-star bronze. That being said, 55,000 for a 6-star bronze, it's really pricey. So I would not do that. I also think it's really silly that they have these contest straps still. These are just horrible prices and horrible rate of return, so I wouldn't be getting that at all. Really dumb to me that he has a move damage strap when he's a gem damage character. I feel like this just carried over from Rabbit Rowan last month because he was move damage, and that this is move damage, but it makes no sense. That being said, if you got JD and you could play the tour, they gave you a strap that was either a 100, 130, or 150% gem damage for him. So I guess that's the give and take, is they figured you wouldn't need another gem if you already got him for the one in the tour. Regardless. Then there's the moment. As most of you know, I try to collect every single moment. There is only one moment token and this one, so technically two tokens as of this moment that I do not have. This is one of them, the Loser Leaves Judgment Day moment token. This one gives you purple gem, trap gem, column break gem, countdown gem, damage, and 50% gem defense. It's a universal moment. The other one that I do not have is the Wyatt 6 Alpha, not Alpha, what is it, American Made? I guess American Made moment token. That one was $900 on the portal, which it's just a crazy amount of money when you really sit and think about it. So for me, I will be getting this because it does help out Truth a significant amount with column break and purple gem damage. Not too bad for McDonough. If you're trying to run him with the column breaks and all of the skill plates, not the end of the world. I do find it hysterical that after a few years of no drip plate, no drip plate, no drip plate, no drip plate, too strong, all that type of jazz, that not only do we get the return of the drip plate for Black Friday, not only do we get the return of the Black Friday loot right before this event went live, but we also get another drip plate, which I find hysterical that they call it the drip also. But instead of the Dominator's drip, it is the Devil's drip plate. Whenever you make 6 or more column break gems, make 7 random gems into multiplied gems of strength 7. So not only is the regular drip plate back, this drip plate is here as well. I find it very hysterical. Very hysterical that we have another one of those. I would tell you, based off precedence alone, with how rare the other drip plate was, that it's not a bad shout to get you a new drip plate. We also have the Buzzard's Beak, Mercy the Buzzard's Beak, the green version of the Bubba Specs, the Heartstopper, all that jazz. Green move into green gem, 50% bonus. Not bad on the price tag. Typically, the ultimate plates on these walls are 40K, so very happy to see that it's only 25K. Down the rabbit hole, already half off in that regard, 12.5. This was the row break one. Whenever you break 7 or more row breaks, turn 22 gems into black gems, so not bad, not really that great, though. Row break was kind of last month. I also find this hysterical too. The Insatiable Hunger. Whenever you make 6 or more row break gems, increase your gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. The reason this is so funny to me is because if you're playing the game right now, which most of you that are listening to this video and watching are playing the game, you're aware that the Yeet plate came out this month, and that is 6 or more column break gems for 500% for 1 turn, not 50%. So definitely a world of difference between our little pig boy plate here and the Yeet glasses. Tamachess skill plate, definitely top notch for Julius still. Very, very good. The Barber's Blades, not too shabby for Beefcake himself. Pretty solid for Dakota if you don't have a regular drip plate. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head that I would want to use that on. But it's not a bad skill plate, that's for sure. It's definitely not one of the game changers like this Tama chest will make Julius Creed top of the line for majority of rosters. These Barber Blades, as of this moment, will not really make it for anybody. The Chelsea's Entitlement, whenever you make 15 or more trap gems, increase your purple move damage by 200% for 1 turn. Essentially only good for Trickster Chelsea Green. Still to this moment, I don't have one of these, and that is a big reason of why I went so excessive to get it. Now, please keep in mind, I'm not suggesting that you go out there and get it. This is my inner completionist inside of me, which is, for me personally, a bad trait that I would like to get so many things. And because I don't have this yet, I really wanted to get one. I've been chasing this for a long, long time. The Like a Boss skill plate, whenever you break 4 reds, generate 10 greens. Not too bad for a character like Raphael, because you're going to definitely break the reds, and the greens will help you recycle if for whatever reason you don't have a board full of greens by then, if you also don't have his own skill plate. Apart from that, I wouldn't really know who to suggest putting this on. I don't think it's a significant enough boost for most people. Maybe you could use it for Powerhouse Cody with the mask. I don't remember what his name is. It's like The Story Is Finished or something, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, the story continues. That's what it is. Sorry, The Story Continues, Cody Rhodes. So not a horrible shout for that Cody. And then we get into the shard section. So definitely some solid shards for Abby the Witch. You got a 250 piece for 16k if you want all of them. Not great return on Uncle Howdy here, but isn't horrible either if you're very close to him. You can get 150 more shards of him. Shout out to the fact that they're still making Jacob Fatu shards available. This time it's not 290 or something crazy, but they are there. Charlotte Flair shards as well. Very solid if you are close to her and didn't get her from her induction month. 6-star gold when it very first came out was very difficult to get those shards for those characters. Bianca Belair, it's only a one-time offer, 55 shards. Io Sky, Judgment Day Rhea, and Dom, I mean, Io's got a nice trainer, Dom's got an okay trainer, but that's kind of where it ends, right? Again, if you need these characters and you haven't gotten them, they're pretty much going to be used as a CSS moving forward. It wouldn't hurt to get them. Like Io Sky, this weekend is going to be a CSS for the feud. So not a horrible shout in regards to getting those shards if you are close. Then comes the straps, which this is so bad, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 boosts on this strap that you could possibly get, including a none boost, including a padded boost. And if you look, there's no affiliation boost on this anywhere. With how abundant the 100% gem damage straps are nowadays, it doesn't feel really worth it to try and roll a 1 out of 15 for that, or even the move damage, let's say 2 out of 15, while also having to roll a 1 out of 6 for the class that you're looking for. Like me, I'm sure many of you that are watching my content know that I would like a modern striker move damage strap. That's 100%. I am not chasing that from this ultimate strap section. That just isn't going to happen. There are the legendary straps, which do have the affiliation bonus on them. However, you have to roll the era and the class. So now it's a 1 out of 4, a 1 out of 6, and then I believe this is 10. Sorry, this is 11, which all of these bonuses are just so bad. Who wants a 20% gem damage or move damage, right? The only thing you want out of there is affiliation. And then to pile it on even worse, these are straps that don't even have bonuses. You have to roll a 1 out of 7 era on this and a 1 out of 6 class, and there's no bonus. So, like, I just, man, like, it's bad. It's bad. Strap parts are, and, you know, we're pretty much in the cleanup crew section, right? Strap parts, star fragment cases. I really wish these were the 375s instead of the 20 to 400s. It pretty much guarantees that you're going to get a 20 piece or a 40 piece of star fragments. It's really bad. Token bundles. Guess what? More token bundles and token chests. All of its powerhouse because JD McDonough was our character on the weekend. And then some coins. So that's pretty much it for the Prize Wall Eval. I mean, there's really not much to go over on this one aside from what we typically go over, right? If you're missing a skill plate that will be game changing for your characters, like the Tama Chest Will for Julius, or if you really want the Buzzard's Beak for someone like Naomi or Ilya or Buzzard himself, then sure, it doesn't hurt. But something like this Insatiable Hunger, something like this Like a Boss skill plate, I don't feel like they're going to be game changing enough to, you know, go out of your way and pick it up instead of picking up shards for characters that you may not have. The fact that they already have Abby shards and Bo Dallas Uncle Howdy shards on the wall, those are huge wins. And then there's going to be people that are going to say, well, Bob, you know, and I'm like 200 away from Uncle Howdy. Should I get him or get the moment? That's going to be a you decision, right? I can't choose for you in regards to what it is that you should do. I'm just going to give you the information as is, right? For me, I'm going to almost always take the moment because I'll find a way to get the character or the shards in the future. That's also how I play my game. That's how I spend on my game. That's how I interact with my game, right? But for me, I would definitely like to get the things that I don't think are going to come back. And if they do, they're not going to come back as cheap as when they are first released. They're going to still be very expensive as add-ons moving forward. If you are that close and you feel like you should get the Uncle Howdy shards, I would tell you, yeah, if you're probably about 200 to 300 Uncle Howdy shards away, I'd probably just decide to say screw it and get the shards because I would hope that they would be available on some prize walls in the near future, especially during this month. And maybe you get 100 twice, maybe you get 50 3 times, right? Like, there's still feud walls. There's still flash feud walls. There's still another showdown wall that's going to go up in 2 weeks. And there's still going to be a boss battle wall. So there's going to be plenty of prize walls going around. You should hope that you can be able to close out these characters if you're that close. And that being said, if you're a spender who's sitting on a bunch of club coins and you're super close to club coins, right? I can't tell you how to spend your money. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. That's essentially what club currency is. It's money for the game as a kickback because of all the money that you did spend on the game. And I'm not going to tell you how to spend that, but if you're 2,000 shards away from Uncle Howdy, it doesn't make sense to get shards off of here. Maybe it does make sense from your club store to wait the extra month, get him out of the club store when he goes live in it next month or January, whatever you want to call it, and go from there and say, you know what, I don't need the shards right now. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the drip plate because I know how expensive and how rare the other drip plates were, and I don't want to miss out on one. And then you'll pick up Uncle Howdy when he hits the store. Everybody's got a different aspect and a different way of tackling the game. I'm just trying to help educate everybody in regards to those decisions. All right? Now that we got that out of the way, what I'm going to get from the wall. Like I said before, I'm going to absolutely get the moment. I want the moment. I think it's a very good moment for our truth. It doesn't mean, again, none of this stuff that I'm getting means that you need to get it. But I like the look of truth. I like the idea of using the yeet plate, using the drip plate on him, and using him even as a free-to-play character moving forward with a lot of fancier things. I like that look. I'm also going to get the Devil's Drip Plate. I'm not letting go of a drip plate when they make it available nowadays. That for sure is coming home to me. I'm also going to pick up the Chelsea's Entitlement Plate, like I mentioned. I really have wanted one of these for so long. I don't want to let go of another instance of another wall that they are so rare when it's available that I'm just going to let it go by. So I'm finally going to get my first Chelsea's entitlement right here. And I know that'll probably be a little controversial with a lot of the folks out there saying, well, Bob, it really only works on Chelsea. Why are you getting it? Because you never know what's going to happen, what's going to come out, who's going to have any type of bonuses moving forward, etc. And that's exactly why these column break plates are so significant nowadays, because of how good they are, and they have characters that utilize those column breaks. And last but not least, I do not have a Buzzard's Beak. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Buzzard's Beak as well. Green moves that boost green gems. Definitely a huge win for someone like Naomi. Huge win for someone like Ilya if I want to free up a Piper's Plate. Big win for Buzzard himself if I want to use him triple green. So significant bonuses all around for me on this prize wall. And that is a big reason of why I ended up spending so much this past weekend, is because new moment, new skill plate, new skill plate, new skill plate. So for someone like me, and again, I'm not trying to sound like an elitist or egotistical or any of that type of shit, it's very difficult for me to walk away with newer things without having to spend a decent amount of money. And this time around, I got to walk away with a new moment and 3 new skill plates. So that's a win in my book. It definitely is expensive, and I'm not going to argue that whatsoever, but I get to walk away with 4 new items. That's a big win. Last but not least, I have 3,400 prize wall left. I didn't really get into knowing what it was that I was going to have left or what I really needed. I don't really need or even want any of these shards. Trying to chase down the one era, one class, one bonus out of all this stuff doesn't really appeal to me there. I might just go ahead and pick up a bunch of star fragments, but even then, that's only limited to 10. I'll still have 1,400 left over. These token bundles are really, really weak also. I already have 2 of these insatiable hungers. I don't really think it's going to be that helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Like a Boss skill plate as well. Very cheap, only for 1,800. We'll gladly take one of those, bring that home. Wouldn't hurt to pile on with something like a Maze Crown if I can manage to break some yellow and some red with a certain character, right? And a lot of these column break characters break the board, so maybe there's a good green one moving forward that we can boost our green gem damage, break the whole board, we'll break some reds, we'll break some yellows, we'll make a bunch of greens. Who really knows what's going to happen out of that? And the coins, yeah, while they're there, I know I go through them a lot, I will typically never pass up a chance at star fragments, so maybe this will give you all a little bit of insight as to the drop rates on them. So I think we're going to get a total of 8 of them. So the first set, as you can see, is a 20-20 combo. Yeah, we're going to get 8 of them. So here's number 2. We got 120. So we got a 20 piece and 100 there. So that was definitely better. Case number 3 is going to be a set of 20s as well. Case number 4, a 20 and a 40. So that's I mean, it's pretty stinky when you just see the constant 20s, but it is what it is. There's your 100 and a 20. Again, this is why I really wish they were 375 instead, because the amounts that you get are just so weak. 2020 again. Case number 7, we get 120, and our last case, case number 8, we walk away with 20 and 20. So you can see there was a couple of hundreds in there, but I mean, pretty inconsequential amounts of star frags, but they always add up, they always count up, especially if you are going to the Showdown shop and buying star fragments on a regular daily basis, which if you're not, I will suggest that you start doing that, because star fragments are very, very helpful. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Share this video with your friends that keep saying, I don't know what to get off the prize wall. What do I get? Blah, 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 blah. All this type of crap. Send it to them. They're the ones who really need it. And leave some comments below. What did you get? What did you get from the prize wall? Do you think that I did too much this weekend? Did you get the moment? Are you looking forward to using it on anybody? Did you get the drip? Are you looking forward to using that on anybody? Do you think that I'm a crazy person for wasting as much prize wall as I did on a Chelsea's entitlement? What did you experience this weekend? Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Have a good one, everybody.